Hello, welcome to volleyballnow.net. My name is Lance Stewart, and right now we're going to talk a little bit about the skill of setting. Training your setters in one position that you can improve your team greatly by spending a little bit of extra time and giving your players good positive feedback that they can take into the game. What we're going to talk about today is your extension and your extension angle and your extension speed. Before we do that, that is all based on one simple principle with our setters. We want to see where the ball's going, beat it to where it's going, and get to this relationship on the ball, right above our forehead, with our right leg forward whenever possible. Once we do that, a lot of things come into play. Our angle of extension, our speed of extension. The goal of a setter is to deliver a ball to the same location almost every single time. The more times they can do that, the more confident our hitters become, the better the timing becomes, the more kills we get, the more rallies we end on that first swing. When I talk about the extension, what our extension is this motion once we've gotten underneath the ball. This is my extension. We always want to finish our extension. We never want to short arm the ball with just our wrists. We always want to finish it, and the reason we want to finish it is because then we can make adjustments. If I set a ball from right here, and I'm setting a 4, and that ball lands inside, that means my extension was too slow. If I set the 4 from right here, and it's 5 feet outside the sideline, that means my extension was too fast. I need to make adjustments based on my location, and those adjustments are made in terms of the distance based on the speed of my extension. I hope that made sense. All right? So here, boom, too wide. Here, perfect. Now, the next aspect I want to talk about is cataloging. Setters have to continually catalog instantly where did the ball land and what was the extension, speed extension of my arms. Where did it land? Okay, next time from that spot on the court, I've got to make a little bit of an adjustment. And once we do that repeatedly, thousands and thousands of times, we get to certain spots on the court and we can deliver a ball to basically the same location because we're using the proper speed of extension. Okay? Now, the next thing is the angle of our extension. And again, if we get to this relationship on the ball, different sets will require a different angle of extension. Alright? If I'm setting my bic or my pike, my angle of extension is here. If I'm setting a higher 4, my angle of extension is here. If I'm setting a go set, where we've got a good attacker out there with a fast arm, my angle of extension is a little bit flatter. And let's talk briefly right now about setting over our head. The angle of extension and setting over your head is straight up. We don't want setters who are doing this with the ball. First of all, it becomes easy to read against well-trained blockers. The angle of extension, anytime we're setting over our head with my setters, is straight up. We're going straight up, and my wrists and thumbs are going back. Once the ball leaves your hands, what you do with your arms and your back and everything else really means nothing. So we're working to get to this relationship, straight up and down, wrists and thumbs back towards the target. All right, so to recap, our first thing is beat the ball to where it's going and get on this relationship on the ball. Let's not catch the ball too far out in front. Let's not be leaning. Let's be balanced, right leg forward, right above the head. The next thing is, what's the speed of my extension? Every time you set a ball in every single practice, you should be cataloging. Where did I extend and how fast did I extend from here? How fast did I need to extend from here? And once I catalog that and I do it repeatedly, I know exactly how fast I need to push the ball to get the ball in that same location for my attacker. Cataloging, extension, angles. What is my angles. 3, go. 4, big. 5, straight up and down. Coaches, players, if you take the extra time in practice to set an extra 100 balls, to set an extra 200 balls. The more we do this, the more we catalog, the better and more consistent we get, the more points we score, and the greater results we get. Thank you very much. Tune in again. This is Lance Stewart with volleyballnow.net.